morning, everyone. Welcome to your Friday morning Ashtanga class practice. Welcome to our YogaPod feed. I'm really happy you're here this morning. So today, one of the things I'd like to work on is some hamstring strengthening, some kind of mobility in the back of the body. I think that, and most people would agree, that the Ashtanga series really does challenge what we think of as our hamstring flexibility. Generally in yoga these days, flexibility is kind of like a no-no term, and the reason is because flexibility without engagement can be kind of a dangerous combination. So when we just pull on our feet, when we're in a forward folding situation, we just pull on our feet, it can be more injurious, especially if we really have the desire to pull with great strength, right? And so when we do these actions, we also want to be able to find a muscular engagement. So we'll work on that a little bit today. That's going to be our main focus as we work through our practice. And then with that, they'll also maybe a little bit extra core work for handstand in our boat pose section. But other than that, we'll just kind of work on building some strength in the backs of the legs, or the quadriceps, backs of the legs, outsides of the hips. Anytime we try to work our forward folds from a position of strength rather than from a position of relaxation, it allows us to kind of find different information about how our body works. So that's going to be our primary focus here. But as always, let's go ahead and start seated. So to the front of the mat, seated in lotus, half lotus Vajrasana, which is knees together for a little bit of separation. And then just finding your breath. Breath. See if we become a little bit taller on the inhale, a little bit taller on the exhale. Press your tailbone down as if you're trying to post it into the floor. The ears back, really open up the center channel of the body. Breath here. Go ahead and come to stand at the front of the mat. Let's go and start with our invocation. Hold it together, beginning and ending with an Om. Deep breath. Vande Gurunam Chardanaravinde Sandarshita Svatma Sukha Vabode Nishreyase Jangalikaya Mane Samsara hala hala moha shantiyaye abahu purushakaram shankachakrasi darinam sahasra shirsam shvetam pranamami patanjalim. Samastiti start with some Sun Series A before we work into some kind of more, a little bit more into instruction. So let's do 3 or 4 of them. So inhale, arms come up, press into the floor with your feet, reach up out of the waist, charge the legs. Exhale, folding, pressing the breath out, coil the tailbone in, bend the knees as you need. Inhale, lift up your heart forward, bring weight into the hands, step back, high plank or low push-up chaturanga. Inhaling, dog, roll the spine long. And then exhale, hips to the sky. So charge your legs a little bit. See if you can lift up your big toes and activate through the muscles on the fronts of the shins. Maybe press out a little bit with your calf muscles, even as you press your outer hips back. Or one more inhale. Pressing the breath out, look forward, step forward or float to the fronts. Inhale, lift the heart open, bend the knees as you need. Exhale, fold deeply forward. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, arms to the side, Samastitihi. Ekam, inhale, reach up. Dve, exhale, folding, hands flat. Trini, inhale, lift chin up off chest. As you exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, low push-up pose. Pancha, inhale, look off the nose. Cha, exhale, hips towards the sky. Activate through the leg. Send your pubic bone back and up. Your tailbone back and down. So we're creating rotation in the pelvis, and we kind of dial it in from there. Everybody has a different rotation in their pelvis. So thinking in terms of pubic bone back, tailbone back, the two actions should create a lengthening across both front and back chain of the body. Same thing with the sitting bones. Pressing them back, squeezing them in gently. Find the pelvic floor toning. One inhale. Finish out the exhale, pressing the breath out. Look forward, float, or step to the front. Inhaling, Sapta, lift and open up the heart. Exhale, Ashta, folding in. Inhale, arms come up, reach to the sky. And exhale, arms to the side, Samastitihi. Activate through the legs. Exhale, folding. As you fold, pulling back a little bit with your heels. Inhaling weight into the hands. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Up dog. Inhale. Down dog. Exhale, hips to the sky. Really spin your inner thighs back. That's what takes the pubic bone back and up. And take the outside of the hips back. Really rooting into the floor. 2. 3. 4. One more inhale. We tone through the pelvis. Then knees look forward. Float or step to the front. Inhale, lift hard. Exhale, folding. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, Samastitihi. Again, arms up, Ekam. Exhale, Dve, folding. Trini, inhale, lift your heart. Shift weight into your hands. Exhale, and Chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Down dog. Exhale, hips to the sky. Couple of breaths. 2. 3. 4. One more inhale. Press the breath out. Press your palms down. Bend the knees, look forward. Float or step to the front. Inhale upon landing. Exhale, folding. Inhale, rise up. And then exhale, arms to the side, Samastitihi. We'll pause here for a couple moments because we're working more forward folds here. Go ahead and come down to seated onto your gluteus maximus, right? More than one of them. All right, so when we work into our stretching postures, there's always a desire to grab the big toes, pull in the big toes, and that starts to activate starts to stretch out the back of the legs. And that's fine, but we also have back muscles that need to get stretched out a little bit. Sometimes they're extra stiff, sometimes there's compression in the hips that's uncomfortable. And so the reasons why forward and folding forward might be different for everybody. One thing for sure is that we want to protect the structures of the muscles while we're working into it. So for just right now, thinking about walking your inner thighs out, so down and out to the outsides, and that'll shift you forward. Quadriceps will rotate in a little bit, and that means that the head of the shoulder can rotate over the head of the femur. And then as we work forward into our forward fold, again, this is our tendency might be here, especially if we're sitting a lot right now. And so what we want to think about doing is, instead of curling forward to reach forward, we want to lift our heart up and then push out beyond our flexibility, right? Or not our flexibility, but beyond our, whatever our target would be. So rather than coming into our forward fold here, or even here trying to grab, or even here trying to grab, but letting the legs be too loose here, think in terms of reaching way out in front. Now, a couple of things. Whenever we work in sort of a jump back or a forward or a float back, our hamstrings are one of the limiting factors for a lot of us. So we want to make sure that we're working this pattern of hugging and holding in when we come into a forward fold, so the side body's engaged. So instead of having your hands separated here, maybe push with your palms, reaching way out. So your legs are opening up, but we're doing so in a way that's more strong. Outsides of the glutes are going to press down a little bit, even as the inner thighs rotate down and back. All right, so let's go ahead and do that a couple of times. Palms up to in front of you like they're on the floor. Here's fine if you're engaging, moving forward. The more mobile you are, hands here. Push forward. Push forward with your hands. Try to keep your gaze up. Try not to look down. Reach the body long. Push with your heels as if you have a brick there and you're trying to push through the brick. Push your palms forward, lengthen, shoulders away from ears. Push out. Flexing the wrist back a little bit will allow you to open up through the wrists more too, and they'll heat up nice and hot. Maybe you curl your fingers in, you make a little bit of a opening of your fist. Push palms, curl in, squeeze, push through your heels, toes flex back. One more breath, inhale here, push beyond, and then exhale, releasing, coming up. We rotate to this side, left hip rotates gently forward, but then press your right heel forward. So we have both sitting bones moving down. Other side, switching. This time the left hip moves back, right hip moves forward, natural action. Then from there, take your left outer glute and push forward. Coil the core. Both sides of the lower back are long. Move over to the other side. A little bit of a counter move. This time, hands off the floor. Right hip wants to sneak back, push forward, activate through the legs and the core. Other side, rotate. And then from there, left heel pushes forward. Tailbone coils in, lift up out of the waist. And then inhale here. Last one. As you exhale, reach out, push out. Your palms pushing the wall, the brick, whatever it is out in front of you, away, even if it's a long ways away. Push out. Flex the fingers back towards your forearms, reaching out a little bit more. And then releasing. Bend the knees as you need. You pedal them out. And then let's come up to stand. Now when we're moving into our postures, we want to think about palms flat, which for some of you might mean with the backs of the legs and the lower back tight. We want to engage muscularly in order to move into our fold. So this might be a tendency. I'd rather see people bend their knees and push their hands down using core strength. This more space you have in the backs of the legs, which can take a long time to create. Bring your hands here beside, push into the floor with your hands and your feet. So instead of just flopping forward, curl the tail, press the pubic bone back and up, and then squeeze in. The more mobile you get, further back your hands are on the floor, squeezing it. Chin draws in, hug. Maintain that rootedness with the tailbone down. As you inhale, lift the heart forward. Now, if you're working on your jump backs, hands can be here, hands can be here, hands can be here. So as your hands come up onto the floor, instead of halfway lifting in this action, shift your weight forward into your hands. So that's my halfway lift. My knees are bent, my hands are further out front. Inhale, halfway lift. That's the halfway lift action. As you exhale, float back or step. All right, so using back to the leg strength, hug, quadricep strength, lifting, creating those different actions. All right, so let's do 2 more sun series A, and then we'll move into our sun B. All right, less instructions. Arms up, ekam. Undve, folding. Press into the floor. Inhale, lean forward, tailbone still rooted. Exhale, chaturanga. Up dog. Inhale, pull the heart open. Down dog. Exhale, hips to the sky. Coil the tailbone. Push with your heels. Toes flex back. 1 more full inhale here. Finish out the exhale. Pressing the breath out. Look forward. Float or step. Pushing into the floor. Inhale. Exhale, folding. Inhale, coming up. Reach to the sky. Exhale, arms to the side. Samastihiti. Again, inhale. Arms up. Look up. Exhale, dve. Fold forward. Palms flat. Inhale, shift weight into the hands. Exhale, chaturanga. Up dog. Inhale. Down dog. Exhale. 1. 2. 3. 4. 1 more inhale. Press the breath, bend the knees, float or step to the front. Inhaling, lift the heart. Exhale, push into the floor. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, arms to the side, Samastihiti. Surya Namaskar Bib. Nothing changes on that forward fold. Weight to the heels, push into the mat. Arms up, inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, palms flat, Uttanasana. Inhale, Urdhva. Lift the chin, shift weight forward. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward dog, Urdhva Mukha. Downward dog, Adho Mukha. Push the palms into the floor. Press the tailbone down. Feel the inner thighs moving back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Press the breath. Floater step. Inhale, Panchadasha. Hands press into the earth. Exhale, Shodasha. Push them into the ground. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, arms to the side, Samastihiti. Ekam, inhale, arms reaching. Dve, exhale, folding. Trini, inhale, lift chin up off your chest. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Man, I just skipped up a whole section of that beat. So we just added that extra half sun salutation. Bring your left heel flat. Step your right foot forward. Inhale, Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, hands down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward dog, inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Downward dog, exhale, hips to sky. Right foot flat, left foot forward. Inhale, arms come up, Virabhadrasana. Exhale, hands down. Low push up, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhaling up dog. And exhale to down dog. Push your palms into the floor, just like the forward fold. Push your feet into the floor, just like your forward fold. Coil your belly button in. 3, 4. 1 more breath. Step forward or float to the front. Inhaling, Panchadasha. Exhale, Shodasha. Set deep Saptadasha. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, Samastihiti. Ekam, inhale, Utkatasana. Dve, exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Right foot forward. Inhale, Warrior 1. Left ribs, head cage hugs to the midline. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. left foot. Ekadasha. Inhale, right ribs hug into the midline. Exhale, low push-up. Inhale, Trayudasha. Exhale, Chaturasha. 1, 2, 3, 4. Press the breath, bend the knees, look forward, float or step. Inhale, lift heart. Exhale, fold. Utkatasana, set deep, coil the tail, arms up. Samastahiti. Ekam, inhale, reach up. Dve, exhale, palms flat. Trini, inhale, lift chin, press into the floor, float, or step back. Chaturanga, inhale. Exhale, hips high. Right foot forward. Inhale, warrior 1. Pull the left ribs in. Exhale, hands down. Low push up. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Left foot forward. Inhale, Ekadasha. Exhale, Dvadasha. Push into the floor. Inhale, Trayudasha. Exhale, Chaturasha. 1, 2, 3, 4. Finish the exhale. And 5 forward. Inhale, Panchadasha. Exhale, Shodasha. Utkatasana, Saptadasha, reach up. Samastahiti. 1 more. Ekam, inhale. And Dve, exhale. Trini, inhale, lift chin. Exhale, Chaturanga. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Right foot forward. Sakta. Inhale. Warrior 1. Ashtanga. Exhale. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Trayudasha. Exhale, hips high. Left foot forward. Inhale, coming up. Exhaling. Hands down. Pull it back. Inhale, Trayudasha. Now exhale, Chaturanga. 1, 2, 3, 4. Finish the exhale. And 5 forward. Panchadasha, inhale. Shodasha, exhale. Set deep, Saptadasha, inhale. Samastahiti, exhale. Parangustasana, hands to your waist, feet out. Inhale, lift the heart, inner thighs back, post the tailbone. As you exhale, fold. So grab your big toes here. Inhale, pulling length into the body. As you exhale, push into the floor with your feet. Same thing with your hands. This time from here, if you need to look forward to, but take your arms back, squeeze back. Let's do about 10 pulses here. So your hands maybe way back behind you 10 times. So inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make your legs strong. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release. Inhale, lift your chin up off your chest. Exhale, Padahastasana. Hands under your feet. Now find the same quality. 10 pulses. Try not to use your hands very much, your arms very much. Just feel the pulsation. 1, 2, 3. Use your legs. 4, 5. Push them down. 6, 7, 8, 9,
10, and hold the compression, tailbone down, ribs in, elbows wide. 3, 4, 5, inhale, look up, exhale, hands to the waist, peel the hips back, come up, inhale, tailbone down the entire time, exhale, feet together, Samastihitihi. Utthita Trikonasana, right arm steps back, right foot steps back, rotate both hips, left hip follows initially, then as you exhale, inner thigh pulls back, reaching, right arm long, so squeeze in, front foot, push into the floor, adjust your stance as you need to, looking up, 2, coil the tailbone just like you're pushing through your heels because you are, push your toes down, 4, and then 5, inhale, coming up, rotate towards the front, right hip rotates initially, but as you exhale, inner thigh peels back, creating that teacup action, left hand down, grab the toe, push down into the floor, push with your heels, with your feet, squeeze in, and then we elongate out, 3, 4, 5, arms up, inhale, left arm high, revolved variation, separate your feet if you need to. As you exhale, extend out, use your core, left hand down, right arm up to the sky, squeeze across the midline, pull the shoulder back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, look down, inhale, windmill, bring it up, right arms up long and lifted. As you exhale, cast it long, right arm reaches, right hand down, left arm up to the sky, breathing, 1, 2, keep pushing into the floor with your feet, 3, 4, 5, look down, inhale, windmill up, to the front, Samastihitihi, take a deep breath, Utthita Parsvakonasana, extended side angle, bend your right knee, reach your right arm out, palm down, left arm long. So this front leg, it's easy just to relax the back hip. So coil the hip under, rotate, use your core deep enough into the lunge where you can work the pose. Try not to just slouch into it, but instead engage, 3, 4, 5, arms up, inhale, rotate both feet, exhale, and again, try not just to slouch into it, send the knee and the shin forward, use your core as you move in, push into the mat. So I can put my palm on the floor, but I don't have the ability to push. I don't know what it is, length of arm, but then here I can push into the floor with my hand and reach out, squeeze back outer heel down, 3, 4, and then 5, on the inhale, coming up, reach left arm up to the sky, come up onto your back toes as you need to, extend left arm long, drop your thumb, hand towards your hip. You can stay here, coiling sitting bone down, or hand down to the floor, right arm up and over, twisting across the midline, right hip coils, sits bone down and forward, left inner thigh lifting as you reach, 3, 4, 5, look down, inhale, come up, right arm long, finding your arrangement with your feet. As you exhale, extend right arm long out, drop the thumb, bring it back to the hip as you need to. Fingers can come down, hand down, left arm long. So coil left sitting bone forward, rib cage moves across, charge your back leg, 3, 4, and then 5, look down. Inhale, windmill, bring it up. Exhale, Samastihitihi. So Prasarita Padottanasana, step the right foot back. I'm gonna step the left, rotate open. So now we're open to the side. Inhale, post the tailbone, lift the heart, front of the legs engaged. As you exhale, fold forward, palms on the ground. Inhale, pull the heart open, lifting the collarbones and spreading. Exhale, hands push deep into the floor. So walk them back as far as you can. Push into the mat in order to bring the head down to the floor. Same thing with your legs. Push into the mat to bring the head down to the floor. Experiment with that posture. If you're extra stiff, maybe your hands are on the bricks. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, tail post to the earth. Inhale, come up. Exhale at the top. Inhale, lift the chin. Lean back a little bit. Strengthen the legs. Exhale, folding forward. Hands stay here. Maybe a little bit of a lifting and lengthening. As you exhale, folding. Quadriceps are strong. Pull the inner leg up. 3, 4, 5. Tailbone anchored. Come up. Inhale. Exhale. Arms out wide. Drop your thumbs. Interlace the fingers. Inhale. Lift the heart. Exhale. Folding. Coil the tailbone in. Lean forward. Roll the shoulders over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, come up. Exhale, anchor, part D. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, fold, deepen the groin, inner thighs, draw back, hands to the big toes. Inhale, lift your heart up. As you exhale, push the elbows out. So more will open in the legs. Maybe see if you can take your arms through. Push back. Slide the tops of the hands back. Charge your legs. 2. Make them strong. 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Look up. Exhale. Hands to the waist. Come up on the inhale. And then exhale to the front. Samasthiti. Parshvattanasana. Take your arms back, drop your thumbs down, fists together behind you, palms together behind you. Grab opposite elbows if you have any sort of shoulder issues. Step your right foot back, rotate towards the back of the mat. Adjust your feet as you need. Inhale, lean back. As you exhale, coil, tailbone down, elongate out over your front leg. Squeeze energetically out over the front leg. Make it a quadricep engagement. Quadricep lifts, freeing. Externally rotate your right thigh, push down through your right big toe mount, extend out over the front leg, make it strong. 4, and then 5. Inhale, come up, rotate towards the front. As you exhale, extend the body long, push down into the floor, extend through the heel. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Up on inhale. Exhale to the front. Samasthiti. Utthita Padangusthasana. Hands to your waist. Root down through the tailbone. So anchor down through the tailbone. Lift the heart up. Then from here, reach down. Grab your big toe or the front of the knee. Inhale. Leg moves forward. As you exhale, hug in. So it's easy to just let the leg hang out. Push through your heel. Push through your toes. Pull your thumb back. 3, your elbow back. 4, and then 5. Inhale and exhale, open the elbows, the thumb of the middle of the arm. 3, 4, and then 5. Bring it forward on inhale. As you exhale, squeeze in. Inhale, stand up. Flare the toes back. 1. By flaring toes back, extend through the mounds of the feet. 4, push, and then 5. Right foot comes down. Anchor the right leg with great strength. Left foot comes up. Inhale, reaching forward. Push with your toe. Exhale, pull the elbow and shoulder back. Hug in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Stand up. Inhale and exhale. Open. Push through the toe. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Inhale, bring it forward. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, stand up. Float your front foot. 1, 2, lean into it. 3, 4, and then 5. Release. Little wiggly. All right. Balance. These nice thick rugs are such a great idea until you have to balance on one leg. So left foot's rooted into the floor, lots of strength from your sitting bones. Ardha Baddha Padma or Ardha Baddha Padmottanasana, Val Lotus forward fold. Root your left heel, right foot comes up to the hip crease, tree pose. Good posture to modify with. Right arm up, reach back for your toes. Do your best. Inhale, left arm up, and exhale, folding. If you're folding forward, maybe your hands, both hands come down. Charge your leg, left hip pushes down towards the floor. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lift your chin, slowly coming up. And then exhale, releasing. Left foot comes up. So let it open to the side. Heel up to the hip crease. Left arm comes up. Inhale. Exhale, bring it back. Find your toes. And then right arm up. Fold forward. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Inhale, look up. Exhale. Inhale, come up. Exhale, releasing. Foot down to the floor, step to the front of the mat. Ekam, inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Trini, inhale, lift chin. Exhale, Chaturanga, Chaturanga Dandasana. Up dog on inhale. Down dog. As you exhale, push your arms long into the floor, float to the front, Utkatasana. So float forward, heels down, arms up, coil the tailbone, reach to the sky. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Hands down, handstand or crow. You choose. Usually I do crow here for demonstration. Maybe this time, handstand, push into the floor. Press into the floor, lift up. 1, maybe you have to give it a time or 2. 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Chaturanga Dandasana. Up dog, down dog, and then right leg forward for warrior 1. Root into the floor, arms up. Left rib cage hugs to the midline. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up on inhale, rotate, exhale, deep lunge, reaching up. 1, right ribs this time, don't let them drift out. Hug in. 3, 4, 5. Warrior 2, opening up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Press up, inhale, rotate, exhale, lengthening out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Arms up, hands down, handstand. If you'd like to, before you float back, or just step back, move through your vinyasa, lift up, Chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Now Dandasana, staff posture. Float through, sit down, legs straight out in front. Set up nice and straight. 1, push your arms down. 2, push your legs long. 3, 4, 5. Inhale here. Let's pause here. So if you have a wall at your immediate disposal, you can push your feet against the wall. You can push your hands against the wall. Push, push, push. Both actions. If you have more mobility, you're feeling like you're warming up your legs more, toes flex back, create some space. Push. So we're not just flexing around, just going through the motions here. Push forward. All right, Paschimottanasana. Inhale, lift the chin, reach out in front, push into the wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, come up. Exhale, maybe you walk your hips back a little bit further. Again, inhale, reaching. Exhale, push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, come up a little bit. Exhale, this time interlace your fingers, thumb to the big toe, knuckle if you'd like to. So this one, just more of a stretching sensation, meaning legs are still strong and everything, but we want to feel the back lengthen. Push through your legs, lengthen, and try to extend the back of the neck, the front of the throat, reaching forward. Push with your tailbone towards your heels. Push with your quadriceps back up into the hips a little bit more. 4, and then 5. Inhale, come up, Purvottanasana, hands back behind you. Inhale, push into the floor, look back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Inhale, look up, exhale, releasing from there. Vinyasa, cross your shins, plant the hands, float back or step. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Just like you're pushing your hands against the wall there, push them down. Look forward, float up, come to seated, legs out in front. So Ardha Baddha Padma Paschimottanasana. So bring your right knee up towards your armpit, open it up to the side. So bow lotus forward fold, heel up to your hip crease. You want to make sure your heel is up at the hip crease, your ankle is supported. Right hand reaches back towards your toes. Use your left arm as you need. And then left arm up, reach, and exhale, folding. Look towards your toes. Always you can bring a brick under so you have something a little bit to push against without moving too deeply for your appropriate arrangement. 4, and then 5. Inhale, come up. Exhale, full vinyasa. Cross your ankles, plant the hands, lean forward, lift up to chaturanga, up dog. Again, push your arms into the floor, push, bend the knees, float up, maybe through. Legs out in front. Left heel drawn back, open the hip to the side, swing the left heel up to the hip crease, or do your best. Left hand reaches back for your toes. You can also bring that brick underneath. And then inhale, reaching forward. Right arm, exhale, folding. 1. I modify with a figure 4 pose here. 3, 4, and then 5. Look up, inhale, exhale, release. Find your flow, your vinyasa. Lift up, step back or float, chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale, Tiranga Mukha Ekapada, Paschimottanasana. Float your left leg forward and set down. Right heel stays beside you. So left leg forward, right heel is back. Inhale, reach forward, find your front foot. You can also reach out beyond with your hands. Both actions will create a certain kind of extension in the back of the legs. We want to make sure that our legs stay strong. 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Inhale, come up. Exhale, chaturanga. Float back or step back. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Float forward, right foot forward. Left heel stays back. Inhale, reach beyond your engagement. So reach way out in front. 1. Maybe you have your wrist. 2. Maybe your hands are apart. 3. Charge your right leg. 4. And then 5. Inhale, come up, lift the leg. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Low push up. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Coil, press your hands into the floor. Float up, Jani Shirshasana. So float up, squeeze, legs out in front. Left leg straight. Draw the right knee in, open up to the side. Reach forward. Again, using leg strength here and core strength to fold in. Maybe then you add your arms. 2, elbows wide. Keep pressing forward, foot and hands. So from here, squeeze, and then inhale, come up, exhale, release, vinyasa. Cross your ankles, lean forward, lift up, chaturanga, up dog, down dog, second side, float through, set down, right leg out in front, left knee pressing down, reach for your front foot, inhaling, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Inhale, come up, exhale, release. Find your vinyasa. Bricks can help in this situation. So lift up, chaturanga, Up dog. Down dog. Float forward and sit down. Part B. So up. Legs forward. And this time, left heel out in front. Right heel comes in. Lift up, sit on your heel. Tone through the pelvic floor. Reaching. We're finding the bind with your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Look up, inhale, exhale, vinyasa, cross the ankles. Also can take core work here instead. Up dog, down dog, and then from there, float forward, sit down. Legs out in front, left heel comes in. Toes press down a little bit, lift up, sit on your heel. Inhale, exhale, folding. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale up, exhale, release. Cross your ankles, take your vinyasa, float up and back, chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Marichyasana A. Let's skip to Marichyasana A. Float forward, sit down. The left leg out in front. Pull your right knee up towards your armpit. Right sit bone off the floor. Right arm up. Reach forward. Drop your thumb to the outside of your front foot. Drop it down without touching your foot. Scrape it back. Reach back for your other arm. Lean forward. Right hip is up. Push the big toe mound down. Reaching forward. 1. Think about doing this almost without using your arms. So take lengthening from the waist. 4, and then 5. Pause here. Inhale, exhale. So from here, taking your arms and squeeze forward. 1, totally different orientation. 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Inhale, come up, and exhale, release. Let's take our vinyasa from there. Lift up, exhale, chaturanga. Up dog, down dog, second side, float up, and sit down. This time bringing left heel in, right leg out in front, left arm up, reach out beyond your right foot, drop your thumb, try not to touch, bring it back, find your other hand. Inhale, pull the left ribs forward, exhale, squeezing in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, look up, exhale, 5 breaths here. 1, 2, lean forward. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, come up, exhale, release. Vinyasa, lift up, step back or float, chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Down dog as you exhale, float forward. Maybe you float for a moment at the top. So float up and set down. So from here, right side, so Marichyasana B, heel can come up to the hip crease or in front of your left sitting bone. And then from here, take right arm up, bring weight into the right foot. Drop your thumb, move it back. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Look forward, inhale. Pause here. Arms reaching. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release. Vinyasa, lift up. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Up dog on your inhale. Down dog. Exhale, float forward. Second side. Setting down. This time, right heel in front of your left hip. But you can also take that half lotus variation. Inhale the left arm up and exhale. Fold forward. Reach back, binding as you're able. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Look up, inhale, reach forward with your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Come up, inhale, exhale, releasing. Take your vinyasa. Push up dog, and then down dog. Vrichyasana C. Float forward, set down. Legs out in front. Right heel drawn back towards your armpit. And then from here, we're going to take our hand back, right hand back, lift up left arm, reach across the midline, pull the belly back, right sits one forward, draw your hand towards your hip, or reach forward, find your other hand behind you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, look forward, and exhale. Take your vinyasa, lift up, exhale back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Up dog, inhale, down dog, exhale, seated, again, float up, and set down. So, when I float forward with my left ankle in front, it's the weirdest landing in the world. So I'm trying to do that more and more. It's a very curious thing. I love finding those curious actions in the body. So left heel back, those interesting differences. Left hand back, arm up, inhale, exhale, coil. Wrap the left hip forward a little bit, drop your thumb, bind your hand at the hip, push forward with your right heel, and then take your left inner thigh forward and twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. Cross your ankles. Lift up, inhale. And exhale, chaturanga. Low push up. Up dog. Down dog. Seated. Vrichyasana D. So left heel in front of right sitting bone. Right ankle in front. So just like part B, but we'll add the twist here. Inhale. Left arm up, reach out, drop your thumb, hand towards your hip. Maybe you bind, maybe you pause there, push your big toe down, right inner thigh down, or forward towards the front. 3, 4, and then 5. Look forward, inhale, and exhale, releasing. Vinyasa, lift up, exhale back, chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog, and then find your second side, float up. Left heel in front, right knee back, left the other side. Right heel in front, left knee back, right arm up. Inhale, exhale, drop the top of the shoulder, right rib cage, everything across. Hand to the hip or binding, look over the shoulder. 1, left inner thigh forward. 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. Find your vinyasa. Lift up. Up dog. Down dog. And then seated. Navasana. Boat pose. Pause for a second. So as we come into our boat pose, we're going to add that extra core engagement here. Thinking in terms of elongating out over the legs. So not so much this, but elongate out and over. And to do that, we can take a crow pose in between postures. We're lifting the chest. You take supine crow pose in between, which is a lot after you've done that boat pose. You can do that cross ankle pushing the knees out, hugging out, or crow pose. You can also do tripod headstand or handstand. We'll hold each of them for 5 breaths in between 5 breaths of our Yogasana. I try to space out the name. So here, lift the heart. You can have your feet down, pulling, create the extension in the back. Lift the heart up. 3, 4, and then 5. Again, crow pose, supine crow pose, cross-legged crow pose, real crow pose. 2, 3, extending the heart forward. 4, and then 5. Back to boat, legs up. Try not to curl the upper body. Bring the heart forward. 2, 3, 4, 5. Find your variation. Maybe tripod. Head down. Walk your toes forward. Maybe you stay here, holding the groin back. Maybe your legs come up. 4, 5. Pull the knees in. Find your boat pose. Legs come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 3. Yeah, 3. Handstand, tripod headstand. Maybe you do your pike lifts in tripod. 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Back to boat pose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So pick your posture. 2 more left. So maybe you're working your handstand engagement here. Prepare. And then begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Back to boat pose. Legs up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Last one. This time we'll find our way to our chaturanga after 10 breaths. Right, 10 breaths. Pick your posture, prepare, and then begin. Take it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. Chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Leapfrog the legs around the arms. The Bhuja-Pidasana, arm pressure pose. Leapfrog the legs, walk the shoulders back behind your knees. Look for cross your ankles. And then bend the elbows, bring your head to the floor if it's available to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, look up, lift the legs up. Titibhasana, Bakasana. Pull the heels back. Chaturanga, Dandasana. Lift the heart. Lift the hips. Kurmasana. Float the legs around the arms. And then sit down. On your back. From here, arms out, or you can take your hands to the outsides of your heels. So heels or taking arms out to the outside. Press your legs strong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, come up, bring your feet together. Maybe right ankle crosses, then walk onto one side, bring your arm back. Walk onto the other side, bring that arm back. If you combine, do. If this bothers your shoulders, bring your hands to the front of your ankles and then fold in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, lift your heart forward. Exhale, squeeze your shoulders. Lift up Titibhasana. Inhale. Exhale, Bakasana. Crane pose to Chaturanga Dandasana. Up dog. Inhale. Down dog. Exhale, Baddha Konasana. Float forward and sit down. Nice. Heels together. Setting on a blanket or towel if you need one. Hands can come underneath your knees. Bricks underneath the knees. Find your feet. Press down towards the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, lift your chin, and exhale, thumbs to the inside. Peel the hips open, elbows towards your hips. Inhale, chin up off chest. Exhale, lean forward. 1, pull the elbows back. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, set up straight, elbows in front of the shins or the hamstrings. Peel the feet open. Inhale here. pubic bone forward, tailbone forward. Squeeze in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, full release. Cross your ankles, plant your hands, find your flow. Lift up and chaturanga. Up dog and down dog. Seated, Upavishta Konasana. Float forward. Set down. Legs wide. Big toes are side of the foot. Inhale, lift your heart forward. Finding extension. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lean back. Keep your big toes. Bend your knees if you need. Legs up, head back. Look off the nose. 1. Draw the legs wide. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, legs towards one another. Exhale, cross your ankles. Lean your weight forward. Chaturanga. Up dog. Inhale. Down dog. Exhale. Part B. Seated. Or Supta Konasana. Legs out in front. Slowly lay down. Tadaki Mudra. Pressing breath out. Lift the legs up towards the sky. Separate the legs 90 degrees or more. A long ways away from one another. And then curling tailbone towards the sky. Keep the weight in the shoulders. And even though we don't want to actually move our head side to side, if we were to, not a problem, because there's not that much weight in the head. It should be in the shoulders. 3, 4, 5. Up onto the hips. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze your sphincter for a moment. Inhale, and then exhale slowly. Heels come down. Inhale, lift your heart, and exhale, release. Chaturanga, find your vinyasa. Up dog, and down dog. Supta Parangustasana, float up, and set down. Legs out in front, Tadaki Mudra. Lift your right leg up, find your big toe. Left hand towards your left toes. 1, 2. So you could do this posture without even using your hands by extending out. 3. Push through your heel. 4, 5. Lay down. Inhale. As you exhale, open up to the side, gaze towards the left. Really working muscular energy here. Maybe you don't use your hands, but you push out. 3, 4, and then 5. Inhale, bring the leg up. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, lay down. Exhale, right foot comes down. Left leg comes up. Inhale, find your big toe. Exhale, squeeze in. Pause there. Maybe arms forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Inhale. Exhale, maybe you guide it open. Right hand towards the hip. Gaze out to the side. More. Using your left leg strength. 3. Push through your heel. 4, 5. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, lay down. Exhale, foot down. Hands by your ears. Gather your core strength. Lift the legs. Rock back towards your shoulders. Roll forward. Vinyasa. Up dog. Down dog. And then seated Ubaya Padangustasana. Float forward. Set down. Legs down. Inhale. Legs up. Reach up for your big toes. Pull your toes towards the floor. Press your hips towards the front of the mat as you push your heels back. So pull on the big toes. Pull your chest to your thighs. Thighs to your chest. 3, 4, and then 5. Rock up. Inhale. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. Vinyasa. Up dog and down dog. From there, float through, set down, and then Settubandhasana. Bridge pose. Heels, Charlie Chaplin form. Elbows can come down to the floor, taking fish pose variation here. Next option, bridge pose variation. Push your hips along towards the ceiling. Third variation, up onto the head. I'll do bridge pose today. Pulling with the outsides of the legs. Interlace the fingers. Walk your shoulders deeply under. 2. Pull with the backs of the leg. Quadriceps are strong. 4. 5. Release down, hands by your ears. Rock back towards your shoulders, but engage your core. Push back and then float back or roll forward. Cross and float. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. 5 back bends. Float forward. Sit down. So, Setu Bandhasana, which is kind of what we did just now, but this time shoulder stand variation. Bringing your feet in. Lift your hips to the sky. Pubic bone forward and down. Inner thighs dropping in. Then tailbone up. Find both patterns. Walk your arms underneath. Broaden the heart. So first the triceps move in, and that gives you one action. But then from there, biceps move in to lift the heart and stretch the sides of the chest. 4, and then 5. Lay down. Inhale. Exhale. This time I'll cue for and demonstrate the full movement into Urdhvanurasana, full wheel pose. Push through your big toe mound. Pubic bone forward. Tailbone lifts up. Walk your arms underneath. Find that action. Stay there, or hands by your ears. Slide to the top of the head, pushing elbows back. From there, lift up, wheel pose. 1, inner thighs down. 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Maybe down all the way, maybe to your head. Adjust your form. Prepare for number 3. Begin, push up. Push into the floor with your legs, with your arms. Broaden the back of the heart. Broaden the back of the heart. Wrap the triceps towards one another. 3, 4, 5. Down to the head. Prepare for number 4. This one will be 9 breaths. Lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Coming down. Maybe just down to the head. Prepare. Last one. Begin as you're ready. Push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9. Releasing all the way to the back of the skull. Windshield wiper your legs. Times, then we'll move through our flow. Hands by your ears, rock back towards your shoulders. Take your time here. Roll it back, and then maybe forward. Float back your step. Chaturanga. And that's moving on me. Float forward and sit down. Paschimottanasana. And so from here, maybe this time, more of a relaxed form. Maybe bend your knees. If you grab opposite elbows, which is not a bad option, make sure you're not pulling too hard. Instead, think lengthen, head drawn in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, look up. And exhale, slowly lay down to Doggy Mudra. 1, pressing down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Halasana plow pose, or shoulder stand first, Sarvangasana. So legs can stay up, Viparita Karani, favorite of mine, or legs all the way up towards the ceiling. Shoulder stand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, exhale, toes towards the floor. Interlace your fingers, press your wrists down, walking your feet further back or towards your head a little bit more. 2, experiment. 3, 4, and then 5. Karnapidasana. Bend the knees, squeeze towards your ears. Walk your hands forward a little bit. Press into the floor. Elongate. 3, 4, and then 5. Inhale, legs move towards straight. Exhale, bring your hands back to your lower back. Reach your legs up towards the sky. Urdhva Mukha Padmasana, so upward facing lotus posture. Right heel towards your hip crease. Use your arm to guide. Left heel towards your left hip crease. Or else hug it in. Then taking your hands on your thighs, externally rotate your thighs. Push up towards the sky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pindasana, bending at the waist. Try to keep the weight in the shoulders. Interlace your fingers or just grab opposite wrists. Hug your knees towards the floor. Weight in the shoulders. 3, 4, and then 5. Left leg comes up, right leg comes up, or maintain your lotus as you slowly bring your lower back down to the floor. And then finding fish pose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unlotus your legs. If they're in lotus, reach your legs out. Palms press. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Releasing. Spine long. Tadagi Mudra. Palms flat, legs strong. 2, 3. We'll take a vinyasa, hands by your ears. Lift your legs to the sky. Rock back towards your shoulders. And then move through your flow to headstand prep. Up dog. And then down dog. If you do headstand, you're confident you can do it without jumping at all, go ahead and begin. Otherwise, I'll cue for dolphin dog and maybe into headstand. Interlace your fingers, releasing your second little finger, so both little fingers would be flat. And from here, elbows down, a little bit wider than the shoulders, so that the middle of the elbow outside of the shoulders. Walk your knees forward as far as they'll go. Lift your hips up. The dolphin dog's a good posture. You could hold this for a while. Never miss a benefit, right? Let your head go. Keep curious. If you'd like to, and you have the ability, walk your toes further forward. Try to keep your head light until you're ready to place it. So keep it light. Toes come forward. Maybe you stay right here, lifting the head. 3, 4, 5. If you're up, pike down halfway and hold. 1, 2. If you're in dolphin dog, imagine. 3, 4, 5. Lift your legs back up if you're in headstand. Lower down to 2 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, legs come up. Exhale, inhale, exhale, pike down. Everybody, child's pose. And then plank pose, inhale, chaturanga, exhale, or knees down, chin down, chest down. Inhale, open up the heart. Exhale the hips to the sky. Look forward, step forward or float to the front. And Baddha Padmasana, lotus, half lotus, or Sukhasana. And then inhale, left hand comes back, right hand comes back. Opposite elbows, inhale here. As you exhale, chin to the floor, or forehead to the floor. You can also use a brick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, come up. Exhaling. Padmasana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, lift your chin. Exhale, releasing. Vinyasa, or not vinyasa. We'll lift up here for Utplahiti. Lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Releasing. Then a vinyasa to the top of the mat for standing. So inhale, lift up. Exhale, chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. And then seated. Float to the front of the mat for standing. Half lift on inhale. Exhale, folding. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take knees if you need to. If you feel lightheaded or you're a little too tall for the camera. Let's go ahead and do our closing mantra. Take a deep breath, inhale. Exhaling. Again, inhale. Swasti prajabhya pare palyantam naina margena mahin maheshaha gobrahmanebhya shubhamastu nityam loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Last vinyasa, ekam, arms up. Delay, fold. Trini, inhale, lift chin up off the chest. And exhale, Chatwari, low push-up pose, Chaturanga Dandasana. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Float through slowly onto your back for your resting pose, which is Shavasana. As you find your back, letting any sort of unnecessary engagement, mental constructs dissolve. Final chant there ends with Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu, a very sacred mantra in many different traditions. May all beings everywhere be happy and free from suffering. And oftentimes we're able to wish that for all beings and forget ourselves in there. And so for you, yourself, Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. May I be happy and free from suffering. May those around me be happy and free from suffering. May all beings be happy and free from suffering. It's truly an honor to be with you this morning. Please stay in your Shavasana for as long as you're able. Be indulgent. Allow yourself to settle.
Truly an honor. I bow to you. Namaste.